Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back, man. Yo, we've been on a roll. I ain't gonna lie. Let's clap it up for that. Let's clap it up for that. We've been on a roll every single day posting a video. Every single day we've been posting a video. I don't want to hear nothing, y'all. We've been showing you guys mad love. Y'all been showing me mad love. Y'all been doing y'all thing. I've been doing my thing, and that's that, all right? So today we got something special for you guys. We got Tommy G, New York's Most Wanted, all right? Part 2. I know we saw part 1 already, so we're going to go ahead and watch part 2. I think he goes and visits the driver that's most wanted out there in New York again, or this is a continuation from that day and he put out the part 2 because it was too long of a video. Either way, we're still interested in watching it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Like, share, subscribe, do all those good things. Road to 500 is still on the way, y'all. Let's do this.
For 1 minute only, we see if you can survive that 1 minute.
Let's do 1 minute. Oh my god. Hey, Lordy. Easy, Tiger, not too fast. Not too
By the way, let me know which screen y'all would rather. I like this one, but at the same time, I like this one. This is nicer, I think. You know what? I think we're going to keep this one here.
fast. Okay, holy shit, are you serious?
You got Tommy, this movie you let me dead.
It's a dangerous trend known as throughway swimming. It's when cars drive recklessly on highways, causing near misses or weaving through lanes.
By design.
Do you feel like you're a danger to society?
No.
Nah. I will say this. You're not a danger to society, but the way you're driving is a little abnormal to society. So it's unexpected to, like, when I go to merge the lane or something like that, to have you like right there. So in that sense, I would say it's a little dangerous, but other than that, I don't think so.
How worried are you about being caught by the police?
Not worried at all. My name is AJ, and I strike car spliff. We basically just got chased by undercovers right now.
Just now?
Yeah, like 30 minutes ago. I'm a crazy driver, and do not try to replicate what I do. It's dangerous, it could cause injury or death. Follow the street laws.
Last year we dropped an explosive documentary with Squeeze Benz and the swim team, and this video peeked behind the curtain on New York's underground car culture. But as I've learned more, I can say that we have barely scratched the surface. So today, we bring you back into the world of New York's Most Wanted, and what you're about to see is fueled by speed, theft,
His name is Squeeze. Squeeze. I like it.
and daredevil behavior. We meet drivers like License, who weaves through city traffic at triple-digit speeds. We meet car thieves who minutes before evaded police, and they show up to their interview with us in a freshly stolen Hellcat. And from the chop shops to the shady exotic car rental dealers, we meet the players who are connected in this high-stakes underground scene. At great danger, we buckled up and brought you inside this world. But warning, this documentary is for educational purposes only. What you're about to see is dangerous, illegal, and at times life-threatening. Viewer discretion is advised.
So, I have a question. Why are you doing it? No, I'm just for educational purposes only, right? Yeah, of course.
Alright guys, just got to LaGuardia, New York. We're diving back into the world of most wanted drivers. And you might be asking, why are you doing this video again? Guys, I learned that we just hit the tip of the iceberg last time, but there's way more to dive into. Not only have new characters emerged that are just as legendary, reckless, and dangerous. Oh my God. We're good. But there's also this structure that we never got to see in the first episode that I really want to dive into.
He crashed. It looked like a crash.
How are these guys getting access to Lamborghinis and BMWs and high-level foreign cars? These guys are living outlaws, going on police chases on sometimes a daily basis and getting away. How? So we're gonna
I
get
think that was Punch Made.
into that and much, much more. Folks, this is the return of New York's most wanted drivers. Let's get into it. M-Box, a New York man and rapper, said to sit tight that he was gonna pull up with a posse and pick us up from the airport. Here's what happened next. Never been picked up at the airport like this before. Not sure exactly what to expect, but they said they got something really special for us. So it feels like some Batman shit. This just feels like a place where anything can go down.
Prada did it.
Holy shit. BMW, Porsche, Lamborghini. We got BMW here. We got another BMW here. And
That's crazy, dog.
these boys came ready to rumble.
Pull over, take the tracker out the whip. Range Rover Sport, I'm on the Jackie doing tricks. What's the next bar? I can't.
When he said pull over, take the tracker off the whip. What? I guess they when they're new, they take trackers off.
even remember it.
Keep swimming, got the paddles in the ship. I'ma keep rapping, but I dabble with the skits.
M-Box is kind of the face of the striker music.
That boy got way too formal lyrics. Dabbing with the skits.
Keep rapping, but I dabble with the skits.
Keep rapping, but I dabble with the skits. Man, put a little slang in there, my boy.
M-Box is kind of the face of the striker
I dabble with the scripts.
music, the striker culture. If you don't know what a striker is, what can you tell them, M-Box?
Well, Striker's a stolen car, a hottie, whatever you want to call it.
A striker's a stolen car, so people steal these cars. Well, I will say this. All right. So I will say this: as a person that sells cars, I don't know if you knew, but yes, I sell cars. I will say it's really easy to get into a car. Right? Anybody could get into a car, right? You call a tow truck service, all they gotta do is put a little wood there, a little hanger, they unlock your door, they can make a key based off of a VIN. You're like, it's super easy. Honestly. It is super easy to get into a vehicle. You pop open the door, you bypass the ignition, the car is on. Technically, you don't need a title because you could just drive, right? Now, if you're gonna scrap the car, you make money. You make money with pieces, right? If you're gonna drive the car around, just don't get caught, don't get chased, and that's pretty much it.
Remember, Tommy is a white man.
Okay.
Tommy's white, don't forget.
You should know that your music is made at a lot of places, but my friend Felix, who's currently probably in the West Coast stealing cars, is listening to your music a lot.
That's great to hear.
A man from Queens is accused of committing several traffic violations in Newark. It happened along Market and Broad Streets back on April 11th.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how wanted would you say you are?
Probably a 10. Nobody's more wanted than me.
Really?
That's crazy. But like, how do you know who he is? That's the thing. It's like, how can you really prove who he is? How can you really prove who he is? My bad. I didn't notice I didn't put it back. Hold on.
Paddles in the ship. I'ma keep rapping, but I dabble with the skits.
Let's dabble with the
Remember, Tommy is a white man.
Okay.
Tommy's white, don't forget.
You should know that your music is made at a lot of places, but my friend Felix, who's currently probably in the West Coast stealing cars.
But what did that have anything to do with it? He said Tommy is a white man. Aren't you too? Rapping like that? Dabble with the skits.
Is listening to your music a lot.
That's great to hear.
A man from Queens is accused of committing several traffic violations in Newark. It happened along Market and Broad Streets.
Y'all seen this before? Y'all seen this before? And like him? Y'all know who he is? Is that license?
Back on April
Nah, I don't think license would have got.
11th.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how
Man, that's dirty. They put his name too, Antonio.
wanted would you say you are?
Probably a 10. Nobody's more wanted than me.
Really?
Okay, I get the name. Squeeze is like, I guess, you know what you do. And then Benz is the car.
Can we address what's going on with Squeeze Benz right now?
We were going crazy. Everything was going swell. I had a lot of crazy collabs. Obviously, we did the video with Tommy, and that blew the up. That drew a lot of unwanted attention on us. We basically had to kind of shut the operation down for a few months. He's laying low right now, not really kind of taking a step back from everything, and he's not really going to be involved in cutting up or driving anymore, just because we can't really let anything happen. We got to be safe.
I love it. I I love that.
Seemed no one could give us a straight answer about Squeeze Benz. Many on the internet claim he's locked up somewhere on the East Coast. Others, including his team, say he's just laying low, waiting for the heat around him to die down. But either way, there has been no sign of him in months, which only fuels further speculation.
So wait. This is the thing. You can't pinpoint anything unless like they really did some research. Like, let's say, God forbid, this is Squeeze Benz, right? In the picture. Where is he? Let's say that is Squeeze Benz. Like I assumed, he wrote it too. It's smart for the team to say that he's just laying low, because it doesn't seem like this is him. Now, if he gets out and license gets back on the, you know, then it's a little like, But they'll definitely follow this guy after this. Like they'll definitely follow this guy after this to try to, you know, for sure.
Many in
So, I would say just be careful. Oh wait, NYPD actually put Squeeze Benz is in custody. Thanks. Look, I didn't even read that. Oh, my face is in the way now. Great. Squeeze Benz is in custody thanks to New York's finest, one of the most racers in today. They say that this is Squeeze Benz. I don't know. Is Squeeze Benz really? Did they get him?
the internet claim he's locked up.
Well, if so, it is very smart for them to say that he's laying low right now. And I will say that video drew mad attention, bro.
Somewhere on the East Coast. Others, including his team, say he's just laying low, waiting for the heat around him to die down. But either way, there has been no sign of him in months, which only fuels further speculation. We're pulling up to a little rental spot that people go to, and we're gonna meet some of the drivers in this game.
Bro, one thing I love racing car games, dude. Racing car games are like my favorite. Not my favorite. Shooting games are my favorite, but like they up there though. Like top 3 for sure. I love racing car games. I love customizing my own cars. So when I see things like the Porsches and the Range Rovers and things, it just obviously, you know, I can't afford it at the moment. So I get in the racing car game and I make it, yo.
Tell people who you are and what you do.
I'm licensed. I love to drive.
What would you say your specialty is? Like, is it fast?
See, nah, his eyebrows are different than the other guy's eyebrows, though. Oh, wait. No, wait. These are 2 different people. This is licensed, and then this Squeeze Benz. There's 2 different people. Okay.
Is it cutting up? Like, how do you...
Heavy truck.
Don't do... Yeah.
How risky would you say that is?
Not as risky as going high speeds.
Have you ever crashed before?
One time where my boy rear-ended me.
So,
Only time.
2 drivers crashed.
Yeah, basically.
I've heard there's cover-ups going on. Some people don't want to show how dangerous this really is or how it can damage other people. Can you speak to that? Folks, I think it's really important to speak on the covering up of crashes that's rampant across this driver community, because some of the drivers in this space with the biggest followings are doing this, and it gives the false impression that this is a relatively risk-free activity rather than something that is an extreme danger to innocent people.
Nah, this is super dangerous, dude. Like, I did this one time, and I didn't know what it was called. I had a 98 Honda Accord. I put a transmission into it. It was automatic. Shout out to my baby. I always say she bought me this car. My first car, 98 Honda Accord, right? And we end up putting a transmission in it, a prelude transmission, so like a H23 with a H22 transmission. And bro, this car, bro, just a beast, a beast. First day on the job, I take it with no headers. I know this shit is so loud. No headers on. No headers, no headers. I had just learned how to drive stick, loud as shit on the highway. But anyways, when it's all done, one day I'm like on the way to New York, and I'm driving to New York, and I see a car just like this in this video. Literally, same exact situation.
This is a relatively risk-free activity rather than something that is an extreme
like this.
danger.
It was just like that. And I squeezed through, and I was like, woo! And I felt like the man. And I never do it again, you know. But I squeezed through, and it just, I guess I see the adrenaline that they feel when they do it. But when you hit like this right here, not worth it, dude.
Innocent people.
I mean, they cover up their crashes to maintain like a good image about themselves, you know. And it's bad. Like you said, me, I just post whatever. I don't care, you know. I post my underclass. They don't do that.
You are arguably the face of the drivers right now. I think there's not even a close second right now. Would you say?
Correct.
How is that? Like, you feel like you're kind of the.
If I was him, I would cover up even more, dude. Like, I would put a whole mask on, like everything. I ain't gonna lie, contacts and all, but you know, the ski mask alone is fire though.
King of the space.
In some way,
What motivates you to do this?
traffic.
You just hate traffic?
I hate traffic. You like traffic?
No, I don't.
Hey, I mean, could you be mad at that answer? Yo, could you really be mad at that answer? Can't be mad at that answer. Who like traffic?
How worried are you about being caught by the police?
Not worried at all.
Do you think they have their eye on you?
I'm pretty sure they do, but you know, whatever happens, happens. I don't think I'll ever get caught, and if I do, it is what it is.
Is there an amount of jail time that would scare you away from doing this?
Lifetime.
Lifetime? Nah, I think that's a silly answer. I'm gonna be real. 100%. I'm gonna be real 100%. Listen. Right now, I'm gonna be real 100%. If lifetime is the only thing that scares you from doing this, I really think you should stop. I don't think, first, you hurting yourself, you hurting anybody else, anybody getting hurt is worth it, right? Let's start with that. Second, I don't think 6 months, a year, 2 years of your life, beautiful life outside, is worth you wanting to do this, right? I understand, you know, you ain't gonna get caught this and that, and you're willing to do it. You said lifetime, bro. What if they say 19 years? What if they say 18 years? That's the same. A big piece of, bro, what if they say 10 years? That's the same, right? So, I say that to say, I really don't think it's worth any of it. I really don't think that is worth any of it. At the moment, you have a beautiful opportunity to somehow, some way, do something with your identity, license, and turn that whole thing into something positive, bro. Like, for real. Turn it all into something positive, like maybe teach people how to this or how to that, like in enclosed environments, courses, and this and that, you know, and just give back in that way. Because yeah, they're looking for you, but do they know who you are? If they knew who you were, I think they'd have you, right? And I don't think that it's too late to turn this whole thing into something positive, and that's all I'm trying to say. And, you know, it might be positive in the sense of, you know, teaching people how to avoid traffic, but the train avoids traffic too. The train does a really good job at avoiding traffic. And I don't know. I guess it's dangerous too, but I don't see how you could face that much time taking the train. That's what I'm trying to get. You know? So I'm just trying to think, a way that you could, maybe there is no way and that's why you continue to do it. But man, I hope you turn this all into a positive and just like maybe teach others how to do something with this. I don't know. Just trying to help.
How are you getting access to all these kind of crazy cars?
Family, network, friends.
So these are your cars?
Yes, sir. We have a GT3 RS. We have an M3 CS. I have an individual spec that I took like months to build, the Voodoo Blue M3. And then we have a Cohen, we have a Huracan, we have Tractops, we have the biggest fleet in New York, one of the biggest fleets in New York.
Let me ask the question I think is on everyone's mind.
Yes, sir.
What makes it worth it to rent to guys like License? Guys that are going to be driving crazy, guys that might do illegal criminal shit.
Now, I will say right now that they're showing too much. I will say they're showing too much. Like, this mural, bro, like, you can't tell me somebody's not gonna say. For an example, like, I look at it this way. I'm a detective. Hey, people that are good at figuring out places by looking at a picture. Where's this mural at? Okay, cool. We found out where the location is. Now, where's the location? All we got to do is pay somebody to just sit outside that location, right? A block or two away for a long time and just wait for one of these cars to pop up, follow it, not act on it, build a case. A year later, we have the whole team. We have all your cars. You owe us millions of dollars. Like, come on, bro. We're showing too much
right now.
Like this, I don't know. This shouldn't have been shown, in my opinion. But
Would you say?
Maybe this should have been like a basement, just a conversation. If we're just talking, then this shouldn't. I don't think should have been in this area. Personally,
how is that? Like, you feel like you're kind of the king of the space?
In some way,
What motivates you to do this?
traffic.
You just hate traffic?
I hate traffic. You like traffic?
No, I don't. How worried are you about being caught by the police?
Not worried at all.
Do you think they have their eye on you?
I'm pretty sure they do, but whatever happens, happens. I don't think I'll ever get caught, and if I do, it is what it is.
Is there an amount of jail time that would scare you away from doing this?
Lifetime.
How are you getting access to all these kind of crazy cars?
Family, network, friends.
So these are your cars?
Yes, sir. We have a GT3 RS. We have an M3 CS. I have an individual spec that I took like months to build, the Voodoo Blue M3. And then we have a Cohen, we have a Huracan, we have Tractops, we have the biggest fleet in New York, one of the biggest fleets in New York.
Let me ask the question I think is on everyone's mind.
Yes, sir.
What makes it worth it to rent to guys like License? Guys that are going to be driving crazy, guys that might do illegal criminal shit in the car.
Well, it's kind of networking, right? You have people like License that come through, people that we already know. We know that they're responsible. If anything happens, they will pay up for it. They do market with our vehicles. We do get clientele from them, but we do vet out the clientele with a background check and whatnot.
So you don't care if someone takes a $450,000 car, drives it like crazy, drifts?
Sure, of course I care. I mean, we keep it to a certain extent, right? Like, if I'm getting alerts after alerts after alerts with trackers, we tell them, hey, like, calm down a little bit. They also respect us too, it's a respect relationship.
Something just does not add up. I mean, how is a 19-year-old with no insurance getting access to exotic cars? And sometimes for free. License claims that the dealers are his friends and they simply like what he's doing. But let's be real, who's handing over cars like this just so their buddy can make social media videos? To me, there is more to the story that we are just not being told.
You think maybe License owes money and this is like the way for them to try to make it?
We begin this next day by meeting License at a historical landmark for the New York drivers. Legend has it this is the spot Squeeze Benz and License grew up meeting at before they drove around like maniacs. Okay. What's up, brother? So you had us meet you at a Home Depot of all places.
This is where it all started, right here.
This is important to your journey.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Basically, the first ever death run we ever did, the most popular one was Squeeze, and the very, very beginning. was, you know, in this Home Depot. We all met here, and then we hit the GCP, which is this highway right here.
You know Squeeze Benz.
That's my boy.
How long have you guys been hitting runs together?
Before all the YouTube stuff.
Saying too much. Secondly, yeah, saying too much. And secondly, like, this is what I'm saying, like, outside with the mask on, promoting yourself, this is scary. I don't know. If I'm on the one that I'm most wanted, I wouldn't be doing this.
We've known each other for so long. I've known Squeeze before I've known Box.
I'd probably be drifting in an island, like in the dunes in Dubai or something, just getting lost. I don't know. I'd have fucking dehydrated already out there.
Does your mother know you do this stuff? She doesn't know at all?
You want high-performance, long-lasting, affordable tools. You want Harbor Freight tools.
Mom don't know? Damn.
Your parents have no idea. What do they think you're doing all day?
Work.
They just think, when you talk to them at Thanksgiving, talk to them about work, what do you tell them?
I make money. You know, I'd rather not tell them because I don't want them to worry about me.
Is your dad in your life?
Yes.
What would he say if he knew you were doing this?
He would tell me to stop.
You got a fiance, right?
I'm engaged, yes.
And what does she think about this?
She doesn't know.
Do you feel like you're living a lie with your family not knowing this?
Not really. I'm not lying to them. I'm just not telling them.
Does your partner know who you are? Like, your business partner, the rental guy, like, does he know who you are by face? I wonder if anybody knows who he is by face. This is the biggest mystery of 2025 so far. I respect the mystery, though.
This style of high-speed, reckless driving has been gaining popularity amongst New York's younger generations. I wanted to know from the people living here how they felt about it and how it impacted their life. So I sent my guy Keegan to the streets of New York to hear
My man Keeg. Okay, Keeg.
people's opinions.
I think that's not safe.
They gotta chill. Why are you risking people's lives?
I mean, if you're good, you're good. If you're not, you're not. Don't hit me if you're in front of me.
It's reckless, bro.
Kids this generation are easily influenced by the things around them, especially on the social media apps that we have.
What do you think drives like young men specifically to drive crazy like that?
Low testosterone. Really, I just think it's an ego thing and wanted to be a little more manly.
If you could speak directly to these guys, what would you say to them?
Slow down.
It's not worth it, bro. You're gonna end up in jail. I'm dead ass.
What do you think the people of New York think about you?
Some hate me, some don't hate me. You know, it all just depends. Like, when I'm walking outside, I've never had a bad interaction. When people notice me and stuff, they take pictures, they tell me they like how I drive and shit. But from the YouTube...
See, like, typically when you're trying to, like, hide, you hide this part. Because this is, like, your identity. This is, like, the opposite.
comments. A lot of people hate me, but I don't give a f***. I'm gonna do this regardless whether people hate it or not.
Two with the F87. Table for two, my carbone in my section. One separate head with my radar detection.
How wanted would you say you are?
That was a fire song, though. Hold on. With my radar detection.
Regardless whether people hate it or not.
Two with the F87. Table for two, my carbone in my section.
Table for two, my carbone in my section.
One separate head with my radar detection.
How wanted would you say you are by NYPD?
Radar detection.
I'm like the most wanted right now. I've had an incident actually not too long ago where I was walking inside of a gas station and two cops was like right there eyeing me and they started like following me around.
You were wearing the shirt?
Yes, I was wearing the shirt and I was wearing my Crocs. They started chasing me and I noticed it. I straight booked it into my car. They like moved down there right behind me. I think they noticed me, like they recognized who I was.
The argument on their side, I think they would say like, look.
Again, saying, like, too much. All right. What day any officers chase somebody in a ski mask and a Crocs? Oh yeah, that was us too. Okay, what day was that? All right. Yep. Okay. What gas station? Pull up the camera. The footage. All right. What car was he in? All right. Yep, that was him. All right. He always wears ski mask and Crocs. All right. He's standing outside the parking lot right now. Home Depot. Yeah, we see him. Other guys interrogating him. Yep. We almost got him.
This is a guy a lot of young men follow and look up to. If we let him...
I'm joking around, but it's like, I don't know. I think it's unnecessary to give these details, man, bro. Like, just stay under the radar, G. Stay under the radar, bro. I just don't want you to get caught, man. That's, you know, I don't want you to get caught, bro. You're doing good. You're living your life, you know. You're being safe for you, and so far nothing's happened. Great, bro. Like, just don't get caught, man.
Him run the streets, then there's gonna be 50 more, 100 more, many more people that take your place and try to do the same thing. What do you think about your impact and influence on this?
Imagine an AI-first work platform.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, we might start taking advantage of that AI stuff. I don't know. We got like, there's some apps that got like for clipping softwares is what I mean. Like they help you out with, like, you put in a video and they help you make clips. They help you out. And I think I want to add like some text to my videos and stuff. Just takes a lot for you to do it, like for real, bro. Like editing alone takes a lot, and adding text on top of that takes even more. Like it really takes a lot of time for you to like listen, wait, what I said, and type it out. And there's programs like that help you out nowadays. So I wanna see if I take advantage of it, you know.
Impact, I do influence a lot of people and stuff, but I always tell people not to do what I do because not everybody got the will, and you know, I've seen a lot of crashes that, you know, people get into and stuff, and it's really not, you know, it's not cool. Just because it looks easy and shit, it doesn't mean it's easy, you know, anything can happen.
I'm gonna get in the car with you, but you promise to be careful with me?
I got you.
You got me?
You trust me?
Yeah, I trust you. All right, we're gonna hop in. We're gonna make a mission to the airport, and we'll see you guys on the road. Before we show you one of the craziest parts of the video, first a quick message from our sponsor. Folks, it's crazy that there are people out there driving.
My man switched it up. No way. Quick sponsor. We're gonna skip it. I'm sorry, Tommy. You got paid from it, right? You got paid for it already. You already got the check, so we don't technically need to watch it. You know what I mean? We appreciate what you do, though.
How often are you switching cars?
Don't answer that.
Yeah. I can't drive the same car for more than a day because it gets too hot.
You have good insurance?
I am the insurance.
So no State Farm or Progressive?
Nothing. If anything happens, if I make a mistake, I gotta come out of pocket.
Damn. So if you hit somebody on the road, would you stop?
It says, I am the insurance. If anything happens, I gotta come out of pocket. He must be making good money then. His hoodie's fire though. Unlicensed.
I think I would.
But there'd be some mental thinking going on to figure out how you'd make your next move.
Yeah.
Tell me about the... But there'd be some mental thinking. So if you hit somebody on the road, would you stop?
I think I would.
But there'd be some mental thinking going on to figure out how you'd make your next move.
Yeah.
Tell me about the feeling you get when you do this.
It's a good feeling. It's, you know, it's addictive. It's better than drugs in my opinion.
Do you do any drugs?
I don't do drugs.
Do you drink?
Never.
Do you have any other vices besides crazy driving?
Not really. This is my high.
So do you feel like this is what you were put on earth to do, was to drive?
Yes. Ever since I started driving, I remember like the second every day I come.
Whoa, take it to NASCAR, bro. You be nice.
Driving, I was already doing this thing. Like, not as crazy, but like I was already nice at it, you know, like I was a natural.
Like if you just disappear, stop doing this right now, and just like started applying for like a NASCAR job or like a drifting job, you know, something like that, I think you'd be alright, bro. Like just, you know, and then you could really tell your family like, yo, I'm a NASCAR driver. I've been a NASCAR driver this whole time.
Looks like we need engine oil.
Don't worry about that.
And tire pressure. You've been riding this thing like a horse, huh?
Hey man, if I don't ride it like this, the next man will.
How much do you think this car costs?
This one specifically is about like 100 and some change.
So when you're going to your rental guys, how much are they charging you for a day for a car like this?
So what do the plates look like? Like, are they actually registered? I guess they are registered. If he's not doing something illegal at the moment, they can't pull him over. I don't know. It just brings a lot
What's
of
in it for
attention,
them?
like the car itself.
They're my boys.
If I worked my ass off to acquire a $100,000 vehicle and I knew you drove like a maniac, why would I just give it to you because you're my boy?
So my friends, you know, me and my friends have been doing this for almost ever, you know, and I have my own cars. I just don't do it in my own cars because it's hot, you know, when I'm making videos and stuff. But I got my boys who really don't care about none of that shit, you know. How you feeling?
That was a strange answer, and that's how I like them. That's how I like the answers. They're my boys, and that's why. Yep, because they're my boys. Yeah, that's how you answer.
I feel
they my boys.
I feel like the beginning, right before you make the bungee jump, like I feel the build up, like you've walked to the top, you've put the belt on, and now you know you have to jump off, but you kind of don't want to. That's a little bit how I feel right now.
How about this? I bug out for 1 minute only, and we see if you can survive that 1 minute.
Let's do 1 minute. Put the timer up, okay? And
ready?
Holy mother. Yeah, we're on. There's nothing too fast, okay? Speed.
We're good. We're only going on.
Oh my god. Hey, lordy, lordy, come on. Come on. Easy, Tiger, not too fast, not too fast. I can do the cutting, but the speed is what scares me. Okay. Please, God almighty. Heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up. Okay, you got 10 seconds left. No, don't go faster though. Please, dude. Holy shit, are you serious? Okay, good, time. Good, cut. I'm sweating, dude. Oh, Lord, that was exciting.
He said, I'm sweating. That was exciting. Cut. Time. That boy ain't want no more of that.
Because I didn't even let Squeeze Benz go that far. Like, that was... There were so many times where I thought that was going to be it. What's the fastest you ever...
Oh, wait. The other one was for Squeeze Benz.
Ever gone in a car?
I hit 195 before. I've never...
This whole time I've been mixing the person, like, from... So the last video, I know earlier we corrected it, but from the last video, I thought that was this guy too. He might have been there briefly though.
My dream is to always do 200, but I haven't had the right car to do it in.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. He said he always likes to do 200, but he hasn't had the right car to do it. And all those cars and not yet? Damn.
So guilty doing this? Like, hey, I'm doing something that puts other people at great risk.
If I've ever like scraped someone's car, you know, tapped his mirror, or like even crashed him, I feel like I would feel guilty, but I've never felt guilty doing
it. SRT Lens? That's a fire name, I ain't gonna lie.
Talk about the difficulty of getting away from police in these circumstances.
Really not difficult. Cops literally don't know what the they're doing. They're not drivers. They don't do this. And they drive slow cars. You don't stand no chance against the VA.
Oh, you just changed it to Sport. Sport Plus, don't... back. License? I don't want to go super fast. How often would you say you go on a high speed?
Damn, that boy is shaky. I guess they got chase couples right there.
Chase.
Every day.
Every day?
Every day.
Is that an exaggeration at all?
No.
Have you had close calls?
I've had close calls, yes.
Have you been chased by a helicopter?
One time.
How is it getting away from that?
It was not as bad because the helicopter came after I got away, but it was 3 helicopters on either side, and it was recent.
Can you explain the process?
You try to get away from them as fast as possible, and when you do that, you try to maintain a high speed, not too fast, but a speed that they're not going to maintain for more than 2 minutes, and that's literally it. And then you take an exit, get out of there, go to bed, go to sleep. You're good, Tommy. This is what we do every day.
I know, but
you're good, trust me. I promise you, your life is in your hands. You're going, buddy. That's what we're going. I'll slow down for you, don't worry. Can we...
Holy shit.
You were just asking about cops and how easy it is to...
Was that a real cop?
Yes.
What the fuck was that? Well, you think that was? Yeah. So we just got into a police chase and got...
That was a real cop? Yeah, that's DT, my boy.
Basically.
Okay, easy, please. Please. Hey, we're good on this. License. Come on, please. Hey, can you listen to me? Hey, I'm I get it, but I got the idea. I got it.
He said, can you just listen to me? That boy right there. You can't drive with him. He'll make him crash, honestly, just because you don't shut up. You gotta shut up, Tommy.
A kid at home. I want to be a responsible dad. When you
but you should. At the end of the day, you shouldn't be putting yourself in this predicament, bro. I understand you negotiating right now, cool, but don't put yourself in this predicament. I wouldn't put myself in this predicament. Heck, I give you a camera to take with you, and I'm FaceTiming you from deep. Fuck that. Fuck that.
You have a kid, maybe you'll feel it.
I get it.
You're good at this. I trust that you're good at it. Do you see how I don't even sweat this much when we interviewed the Sinaloa fucking cartel a couple of weeks ago. Holy shit. What would you say to someone that's like, man, that's a really selfish way to drive?
No comment. I'll keep it pushing. You know, I love doing what I do, and no one can tell me anything that will change that.
No comment.
There's levels to this. There's really levels to this, and the level that I'm at, and like a few people are at, has not been discovered. You know, you gotta be careful. You gotta care about everybody else on the road. That's something I really care about. I don't care about the car I'm driving. I don't care about me.
So you think you know Wicks?
See, another thing he stated, he said, I don't care about the car I'm driving. I don't care about me. Is that he said that he also got chased by like helicopters and shit. So like, if that's recent, that's true, then you know, like, you're giving too much information, I think.
So, if people were to describe you as a menace, would you agree with that assessment?
I'll say 50-50.
What makes it worth it for you?
I would do this often on camera. It don't matter to me. I do it every day regardless. It's fun for me. These people, by the way, are like looking for us right now. The same cops that chased us. That's why he just went to the left. He's searching for the car because we just ran from him. But we'll keep a distance. We'll be fine. I'll play it safe for you. But I cannot stop. I cannot stop. Like, if he lights us up, I might have to go. That's something I can't promise.
This bitch got an angle, I got roused like the Bengals. If I find out she's cheating, then my bitch getting strangled. 707, this a Hellcat Durango.
And Box is a character, isn't he?
He's super funny. I love him.
Look at him.
Yes, sir.
You're the biggest motherfucker ever. I want to crash out, but I'm not going to crash out. You saw the fucking police? He was like, I think he was off duty, but he turned his lights on you guys. You're definitely good, though. It's not hot, for sure. And then I was just right next to him.
What's up, man? Good to see you. How are you?
Yo. Hey, yo. Glove boy. Michael Jackson.
Oh, shit. Hey, easy.
They don't even chase no more.
That's the cops.
It's the cops. We're not worried about them.
Do you clench up at all when he's driving?
Nah, not no more. I never did. He'll tell you, out of everybody, I love this shit the most. Look at him. Ooh, they're on his ass heavy.
I'm not gonna lie. Light him up right now. Just because I got lit up in the second car earlier.
Yeah, he's definitely on him though. He's like right on his ass.
This is a bad spot to be with traffic too.
Yeah, but you'll be good.
You'll be fine. The only problem about that car is that all four wheels are flat. He barely got any air in his tires.
Have you been on a chase yet?
A little one. License?
You're good.
Have you been on any chase yet? That's funny. This is just normal, fam.
That's good. Do you get any sort of nerves in you when you see the police in close proximity like that?
I get excited.
Facts. I'm surprised you're in here, Tommy.
I am too.
I would have thought you wouldn't have fucked with it, or you would have been the next inbox like, hey, slow down, we got enough.
There's a cop right there, dude. There's a cop right there.
Hey, that trooper's pulling up.
Yo, bro, you can't run him.
Nigga, he's right there, look.
Yo, bro, you are not, I have my real plates on.
Just relax. Look at your body language. We don't want to look like we're up to something.
Yeah, that trooper's on our ass though.
Oh, lordy. Just for context for the people back home, there's a state trooper. 9 o'clock.
I just landed. I've only been in New York on the soil for about
What's about to happen?
10 minutes.
What's about to happen?
Already almost 2 potential chases.
Let's
we
go.
need to get these plates covered up.
Let's go. How do strikers come into play in this business?
Oh God. So, strikers, I mean, right now we have a jailbreak, Hellcat, we have a track.
A what?
For about 10 minutes. Already almost 2 potential chases.
Let's
we need
go.
to get these plates covered up.
Let's go. How do strikers come into play in this business?
Oh God. So, strikers, I mean, right now
We have a jailbreak.
we have a jailbreak, Hellcat, we have a track hawk. We're in a kind of a networking business where
Jailbreak? So you could jailbreak that?
for example, if someone does take our car and they're clean, but they end up trying to strike it, we have people that are in the group chat that send us pictures. Hey, this is your car. They're trying to strike it. Once everything adds up, we kill the car or we try to get there as soon as possible and we just try to stop it.
But you have their information on file.
Yes, but some people don't care about the information being leaked, but they will still try to strike the car. They'll just report it that, hey, someone came to me, they robbed me of my car.
Has anyone tried robbing you before?
100%.
And what do you do?
Yeah, that's tough right there. I'm sure you get robbed all the time, no? I mean, you gotta go out there and you gotta go argue, no? Get a bat, start swinging. What else you gotta do?
That was stolen. That was stolen by another rental company, actually. They tried to swap parts out. We kind of got an alert from the tracker saying that, hey, the device is disconnected, so we got there as fast as we can, and we tried to just get the car back.
So you're not scared at all when a guy like License or a Squeeze Benz hits you up for a
100%. I'm up all night. I wake up at probably 9 a.m. and I'm probably going to sleep at 5 a.m. Probably sleep 4 or 5 hours a day. We get alerts on our phone every single second. But it's just part of the business, you know. It's a high risk and high reward business.
I'm trying to understand the New York car scene. Tell me how much these scenes over.
Still, when he asks for it, how does he pay him?
Overlap. The strikers, the takeovers, the fast drivers, are they all kind of blended together?
In a way, yes. We all do the same thing, you know. Me personally, I'm not in the striker world. I don't drive stolen cars, any of that, but I know a lot of people that do.
Who are you guys and what do you do?
My name is AJ and I strike cars for living. My name is Ace. I'm doing the same thing he do.
Oh my goodness. The first dude laughed, and the second dude couldn't even say it. He just said, I do what he do.
Who are you guys and what do you do?
My name is AJ and I strike cars for living.
All right, listen to me. All right, I actually don't think stealing cars is that bad. Why? Look. I say, I'm gonna explain why. Cars are fucking 4 wheels. They park outside your house, right? They're mobile. They go back and forth. They get messed up. Motors and trannies. People steal transmissions. People steal rims. People steal motors. People steal cars. And at the end of the day, it's a common thing. And that's something where it's like insurance comes in, right? Just have insurance. if you have insurance, your car literally be covered. You go get another one. So it's like you don't even got to worry about it. So that's why, you know, it's like that's more of like a bank issue kind of thing. They got to deal with that kind of stuff. And banks, in my opinion, I think rob us with like interest and things. Like you buy a house for $50K, you got to pay $150K, right? So like they rob you. You buy a car for $10,000, you got to pay $30,000. So they rob you. You know, like they charge you so much more than the car's really worth. So it's like at the end of the day, they write that shit off. And they're like, all right, cool. This car got stolen. Cool. We lost $30K. All right, give them another one. And then it's actually a bonus for them sometimes. You know, if it happens a lot, no. But, you know, sometimes they need some write-offs like that. You know?
My name is Ace. I do the same thing he do.
Okay, we just pulled up on a random parking lot on you. How did this happen?
We basically just got chased by undercovers right now.
Just now?
Yeah, like 30 minutes ago. That's what they go for. They usually hit right here and the windows, so they know the vibe. So when
Your car they hit you?
No, not with the car, with the stick, with the stick. That stick shot up the window with the sticks.
Are we in a situation right now where if cops came, you would run?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. I've seen this around the country a little bit. One thing that kind of concerns me, I'm curious about, is why are so many young guys getting into this game, do you think?
Because it's easy and it's fun.
What makes it fun? Like, what attracts you to this?
The adrenaline and fast cars.
The average car thief right now, how old do you think they are?
Average like 17, 18.
Have you already taken the tracker out of this thing?
Yeah, everything. Let me show you how we do it. So basically, you pop a window on the back. Once you get in here, you basically take out the screen right here and you take out all the wires that's behind it. And then you take out any wires that's connected to the mirror and the antenna.
Is this just for your personal use now? Are you going to sell it? What's?
It's Vince Vaughn, so.
How easy it is.
I'm just keeping it.
Does the average cop, are they able to look at this and know it's stolen?
I mean, right now, hell yeah.
How so? What?
Just because of the windows. The windows.
Do you apply often to jobs?
I try, but it's just boring.
But I mean, what about going on hikes for?
Hell yeah, we take this and go take a hike.
How long have you been in this game for?
Almost a year now.
Stop dreaming of better.
Yeah, young buckaroonies and this shit. Okay. Got the young guys. Hey, yo, papi, I need me a Lambo, my boy. Pull me up a Lambo. I need a Lambo. Nah, you know what? I need a Porsche 911. That's what I need. A nice Porsche 911. Pearl. That's nasty.
About a year.
That's nasty.
How good are the cops at chasing?
They trash.
How easily would you get away, would you say?
Mad easy. Because they're not going to chase. I mean, to be honest, if you have to hit them, you'll hit them.
What brought you to the point where you're like, I'm willing to hit a cop, I'm willing to do this?
YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah.
And are people like me to blame?
No, not you. Like, they show you on YouTube how to take them. Yeah.
On the scale of good and evil, where do you guys place yourselves?
I'm not going
YouTube got how-to courses on how to do this.
to lie. I'm place myself as good, bro. Because I could really be doing some dumb shit. Like, worse than just driving these cars. We live in a up world, so.
What do they do at Citi Field? Where are we about to go see?
Basically, Citi Field is a place where if you wanted to get a car fixed same day, you bring it there, you know? And if you want to sell a striker, you bring it there. Everything is there, bro. It's like the center of parts and like fixing cars and just.
Well, I don't know if they know this, but now we know a little bit more.
Everything in between, you know?
So there's a little bit of an underground black market economy that happens in this spot. So Mr. M-Box, tell us where we are right now.
We are in the heart of Striker City, New York. Out here are all the chop shops where all the crash outs, the Kia boys,
so someone
the
probably just crashed their car here.
This was this is a crash, a simple plaster job type shit. You can see honestly because of the paint. Yeah, this was a bad accident, but this is also a beater. So
it's probably just someone.
I mean, yeah, it's registered and it has the inspection. So this is probably a legit car that was just involved in a bad accident and they didn't want to go through insurance. So once again, you can get a whole job done for under $1,000. You can get, and once again, we're in New York. We're in the most expensive city in the world. So an average shop, let's say they charge $5,000. out here, you go to the right Spanish guy, you're the right person, all of a sudden you're paid $600 for the same job with labor.
So, if I have to get rid of something, do I come to a place like this to get it crushed or taken care of?
Like we had spoken to our man about, you can either strip the car clean, which depending on what type of striker it is, if it's a low-level striker, maybe you just set it on fire, maybe you bring it here for junk, maybe you try to sell it for $100, $200, which is a huge thing. After the car gets crashed, let's say before it was crashed, it was $8,000. Now that the car is crashed, if the airbags didn't go out, maybe it's $5,000. If the airbags went out, you can get that car for $1,000. And it could be a really high trim BMW or Benz. It could be an insanely nice car that you got for 99% off, even of striker price, just because it was involved in an accident.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, that's beautiful. And personally, I ain't gonna lie, I would go out there, and I know exactly what that is. I would go out there and I would buy a car. So now that I know that, that's even better than auctions for me. Better than Copart, right? I haven't bought, but I've had people that buy a Copart. We have accounts with Copart and IAA, etc. And nothing is that cheap. You don't get no cars like that still go for like $10,000, etc. You know, so to be able to get a car for that cheap is fire. Now, I will just say is that's something you could do beneficially. They drive it around, you just put like a plate on it and just take it from there. No title, and just put a plate on it and take it from there. You might have a bill of sale.
Whether you're a professional technician or simply take pride in maintaining your own cars, Harbor Freight
Just stop.
Dude, that was crazy.
Just stop.
I never seen some shit like that.
Just stop. What?
You almost hit that track bar.
Where?
No, he didn't.
Jimmy's
I'm the slider of the fucking group, bro.
Okay.
Damn, is his beard like dyed or something? I think it's mad dark. Sheesh.
Let me show you something.
So what are we walking up to right now?
That's the 2008 G37 Sport Package. It don't get better than this. It's the best drift car you could get. $25.
You bought this car for $25?
$25.
How long ago did you guys pick up this car?
Like maybe 4.
He bought this car. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry again. He bought this car for $25, y'all. Hold on.
Stop, bro.
That was crazy.
Just stop.
Dude, that was crazy.
Just stop.
I never seen some shit like that.
Just stop. What?
You almost hit that track bar.
Where?
No, he didn't.
Jimmy's
I'm the slider of the fucking group, bro.
Okay. Let me show you something.
So what are we walking up to right now?
That's the 2008 G37 Sport Package. It don't get better than this. It's the best drift car you could get. $25.
You bought this car for $25?
$25.
$25.
How long ago did you guys pick up this car?
Like maybe 4 weeks now.
And you just use it as your personal car now?
No, not really. I just bring it to do dumb shit like this.
So if NYPD passes these plates, how do you evade detection?
Nothing comes up into the plates. They're ghost plates.
You'd think with all the cameras in New York that the NYPD would have an easy time catching guys like this. Between the tolls, traffic lights, bridges, and more, there are thousands of license plate readers across NYC.
What are ghost plates?
But keep in mind this rule: no plate, no case. And to beat the cameras, these drivers have a few clever tactics up their sleeve. One of them is to use fake license plates, which some of them even sell on their own merch sites. Another tactic is to use stolen plates, and still yet another is to make their plates unreadable by doing things like taping over the letters and numbers. To me, it's always fascinating to watch this ongoing chess match between law enforcement and the criminals that are trying to stay one step ahead. So, to you, what is the hardest part about this business?
Taking a car. Taking a car for sure, because you gotta hop through the window, it's a process and all of that. It takes too long.
What about the person that owned this car?
They got insurance. I went through the glove compartment. He has full coverage. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna get a new car.
I don't want to hype this up, but
Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
in a weird way, does he actually come out ahead, you think?
Yeah, for sure. He probably got like a G80 or some shit. This car's like $10,000. His insurance definitely cut him a check for like 30. Yeah?
Oh, helicopter again. There's a lot of deja vu from last year, guys.
There's not that much that they cut a check for, but they'll give you a little bit, you know. Like it's a good chunk of change. You could definitely get an upgrade.
You got a dip in a second. You seen that, right?
Yeah. Folks, I wasn't lying when I said these guys are wanted. All right, this has been a legendary interview. Stay safe.
Yeah, brand new.
I like the way he wrapped it up. The way he, you know, swung it around town. You know, from the beginning, he started with license. You know, showed us everything else, and then came back. That's cool. The way he introduced Punchmade, very nicely edited.
Thank you for keeping me safe when I was with you, and I enjoyed getting to know you. I'm going back to Milwaukee. Peace.
It was nice talking to you.
At this point, we've seen the stolen car game pretty up close. Like, look, that's how he's treating someone's car. It's just his personal fun car. The insurance argument, there might be some slight truth to it. Do I really think this guy took the caring consideration to check his glove box and check to make sure he had insurance, as if he would just leave it alone if he didn't? Doubt it. Insurance can take a while. Just the idea that it's just this harmless thing. And then when you look at the amount of money they're making, they were making peanuts nowadays. $800 in 4 weeks is, I could mow lawns and outdo these guys. I mean, go to a cage fight or get into public speaking. There's ways to exercise that muscle without being a menace to society. A common thing I hear from people that do stuff like that is, like the guy said he did it out of boredom. I've heard people say, well, there's nothing else to do out here. Do you have any creativity? Do you have any imagination? Go play at a basketball court. Join a jiu-jitsu gym. Do something. Imagine how bored you're gonna be in jail when Big Bubba is your roommate and all you have to think about is how you avoid you know what. So like, think ahead a little bit. Act now in a way that you would like your future to turn out. You imagine this amazing future, but you're acting shitty in your present. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, damn. You know, it sucks. To each his own, bro. I mean, everybody do their own thing. I ain't even gonna judge on none of that. I just say turn it into a positive. That's all I say. Any skill you get into anything, just turn it into a positive. That's all I got. That was a fire video, though. I appreciate y'all as always, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for sticking around all the way to the end. I appreciate y'all as always, man. I'm out of here, y'all. I gotta go for a jog or something like that. Appreciate y'all as always. Lend a helping hand. 2 hands are better than 1. But 3 is always going to be better than none. Stay safe out there. God bless every single last one of you guys. Take it easy. Them out, my boys. Much love, y'all. Peace. Peace out, man.